What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to dye my hair. It's not going to be like a real noticeable change, but it's going to be like a little more red. So I got this hair color. I don't have gloves, and I'm just going to see what it do, baby. I already washed or shampooed for you more professional beauty stylist, hairstylist. And let's get into it. So I just want to tell y'all a little story time. I recently went to a new facility, and let me tell you, baby, it was no reviews, because if you know any platforms, you'll know that sometimes when you go on a platform like Clipboard or IntelliCare, which are agencies that are more app-based, they have reviews of facilities. But if it's a new facility, they don't have reviews because obviously there's nobody been there. So let me tell you, I booked the shift, no reviews, and then I went back on there like 2 days later, and I found out that one person had been there, and they said it was horrible. It was 17 ventilator, trachs, G tubes, very high acuity. So I was like, I should cancel my shift. But you know me, I'm really hard headed, and I just want to see for myself. Even in college, everybody was like, oh my God, physics is so hard. Organic chem is so hard. Chemistry is so hard. And I was like, yo, let me take the class. Let me see for myself. I took the class. I made A's and B's. I went to medical school and got a PA license. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But as you can see, I am a let me touch it. Let me see for myself. I don't want to know what nobody else experienced. I want to know my own experience. As my grandmother say, a hard head makes a soft ass. That's what it is. Anyway, so I kept my shift. I had booked 3 shifts with these people. It's a 7A to 7P shift. So when I get there, I don't have a password. I don't have a login to the EMR system. And I'm just like, okay, so I got 17 patients. The other nurse is giving me report. She's like, oh my God, after today, this is the hardest place. Just very discouraging, no encouraging words. Just pretty much trying to down my self-esteem and just make me feel like I can't conquer the situation. But let me tell you, honey, I conquered the situation. I took control of the situation, because what a lot of people don't know, because of my cute face and my cute shape, and I'm just a cute girl. I know I'm a baddie, but baby, I was brought up in the ghetto, honey. I worked at some ghetto places. I worked all over the United States. I've been to New York. New York, California, Texas, Florida, Maryland, Virginia, Vermont, New Jersey. Baby, I've been there, okay? I've been in some places you'll be like, oh my God, it's rats crawling on the nurse's station. But anyway, I didn't start the med pass until 8 a.m. Everybody was on ventilator. Everybody had a trach. Everybody had a G tube. It's a rehab floor. Everybody getting occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. You got some people that have been decannulated. And when I say decannulated, I mean they take the trach out, and they cap them or whatever, or they just take the whole trach cannula out and then just put a piece of gauze and tape. And you really have to monitor these people, because they will desaturate real quickly, and then here you go, you have to stick the trach back in. It's just a whole thing. And then we also had 3 CNAs, which they were very helpful. I also looked up and didn't have to do wound care, because the wound care doctor came and the ADON was helping him during the wounds. So that was a plus. Because, baby, if I had to do the wounds too, I don't know what I would have did. I do not know. I probably would have walked out. I probably would have left. I probably would have just said, fuck this. I'm not staying. I have to go, because at the end of the day, I'm not a superhero. In my mind, I tend to think that I'm a superhero, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just a girl. I'm a girl that tries her best, and I don't give up. But sometimes my expectations overexceed my limitations, and I can't put myself in some very shitty situations. But, at the end of the day, I do have a good team. I have a good support system. God is on my side, and He does help me a lot, because He knows I'm hard-headed. Anyway, so throughout the day, the respiratory therapist, she was a nice lady. I kind of think that she was just over her career because she was like 60 something and she didn't suction nobody. I was going in my patient's room. They had a lot of mucus and secretions just coming out their trach, high pressure on the ventilators, a lot of secretions. Something probably stopped up in the system, the ventilation system, and they need to be suctioned. So I literally had to go in and suction everybody. Everybody that I went in, I had to suction. That takes time. So then you have to suction them, and it have to be a sterile procedure. So you have to open the kit, get the sterile gloves, get the sterile water, make sure you suction them properly. Let them have time to recap and rebreathe and reoxygenate themselves. Then go down again with the suction equipment. So depending on how much mucus, you can do this 3 or 4 times for one patient. And then once you do that, you have to clean them up, change the gauze, change the trach ties. It's just a lot. It really is. And I had 17 patients like this. And then, never mind, I had to send somebody to the hospital. Yeah. The hospital called and said, oh, this patient had preliminary blood cultures. Not even the resulted, the preliminary for paired cocci. And we need to treat the patient. Can you send the patient back? Never mind, the patient just came back at 1 a.m. and it's 1 p.m. Why y'all just didn't keep the patient? The patient did meet criteria for SEERS, which is sepsis. The patient was tachycardic, the patient was lethargic, and the patient was sweaty. Blood pressure was low. They could have kept the patient and worked the patient up. But, that's a whole nother issue, the hospital. Because, a lot of times at the hospital, they don't have, like, a real attendant. They have, like, a person that's in medical school seeing you, but they still consider the doctor. But they're not, like, the chief. They're just, like, the little, under the doctor. The doctor's in training. So, yeah, that was the whole thing. So, I basically was, like, having to send the patient back to the hospital. So, that happened during the shift. And then, amongst that, I kept working. I didn't get behind on my work. When you go into a new place for the first time, a lot of people discredit your validations. They discredit your education. And it can be very rough, but you just have to have a lot of confidence in yourself. You have to give yourself affirmation like, I am a baddie. I'm a nurse. I am a PA too. A lot of people don't know that I'm a PA because I present myself as a nurse a lot of times when I go to places because I pick up shifts on clipboard and in telecare for $70 or $80 an hour. And yeah, that's good money. Why not? Why wouldn't I pick up a shift? Yeah, so I continued my day. I took my lunch. Sometimes I don't take lunch break, but honey, let me tell you, I took my lunch. I sat down and I bought me a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, and I just had a great break. And I went back on the floor. It was about 1, 2 o'clock. Sent the patient back out to the hospital, and then I resumed my charting and all that. 3 o'clock come, I start my 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock med pass because I'm getting off at 7 o'clock. And then 7 o'clock come, nobody relieved me. 7:30 come, nobody relieved me. 8 o'clock come, I said, well, can someone call the staffing coordinator, the director of nursing, and let them know that nobody has relieved me and I'm still here? Yeah, at this point I'm pissed because I'm having to start the nighttime meds. And these people get a lot of meds. They get a lot of meds. Like, they get a lot of anti-seizure medications, antipsychotic medications, breathing apparatuses. Yeah. And then it's wound care at night, too. They need to be turned and repositioned every so often, at least every 2 hours, some every hour, because they got a lot of wounds. Let me tell you, it just went downhill, okay? Downhill. So 8 o'clock come, I get my cart prepared to do the evening med pass. Give me some fresh water. I clean up a little bit, because I don't want to start a new med pass with dirty dirty equipment, clean my stethoscope, get my blood pressure cuff ready, my oxygen saturation monitor ready. And then I just go on. I start giving meds. I'm thinking like, oh, let me just give like 4 or 5 people meds. Honey, let me tell you, I gave everybody meds. Everybody got their meds. And then at 9 o'clock, the other nurse come to me and say, the DON said, can you stay until 11? I'm like, I don't want to. I've been here. I did my 12 hours. Where is the nurse? And I hope y'all reprimand her for a no call, no show. Because this is hard, but this is my first day here. I already had a work day. My feet hurt. And I'm ready to go. Yeah. And on top of that, they don't even pay enough for the type of work they give. I'm just saying, if you have a high acuity like that, 17 patients, all of them vented, all of them trach, damn near ICU on steroids, you need to be getting paid at least $60, $70 an hour. This shift was $42 an hour. Yeah. So then, you know what? I called my company. I called them and I let them know, hey, I'm stuck at work. Like, what do I do? You know what they tell me? They tell me, oh, you don't have to stay. I said, what do you mean I don't have to stay? I have narcotic keys to oxycodone, Loratab. I have keys to phenobarbital, all this shit. And you telling me to just leave? Yeah. And so I asked the lady, what am I going to do if she report me to the board of nursing? Which I just applied to sit on the board of nursing. Yeah. I applied. Application denied. Denied, honey. They will not be hiring me if I leave this place with the keys on top of the cart, where whoever can get the keys, go over here and steal all the medication that I signed out for. And then here it go. Yeah. I'm in trouble. So yeah, that was a whole thing, honey. So the DON basically told me nobody could come to me till 11 o'clock. So yeah, I had to stay until 11 o'clock. And then 11 o'clock came, the nurse was late. She didn't get there till 11:20. Yeah, I was pissed. I didn't even want to say hi, bye, nothing. Let's count this cart. Let me give you a report and let me go. Yeah. So I ended up telling my company that I didn't want to go back there for my other 2 shifts because it wasn't safe for one. It's not safe. And never mind, I am a brand new PA starting my job soon. I don't need no problems on my license. Like, I don't need anything because I have a lot to look forward to. I have a lot of places to be going. My career is just getting started in PA and I want to elevate. I don't want nothing holding me back. I am going to be a bigger boss than I am now. I'm already a boss, but I'm going to be a CEO of a hospital. I'm going to be an advanced leader, like in my community, in my professional life, amongst my friends. I am going to be that bitch walking around in the hospital with stilettos on in a lab coat. Do you understand? I don't have time to be playing with these ghetto places. So my company really didn't want to release my shifts for Sunday and Monday, but I proved to them that it was not safe. I had to send them like receipts. I had to send them my report paper. I sent them my census log, and then they was like, oh my God. I'm like, as a company, y'all should protect y'all nurses. Like, you should put your nurses in a type of situation where they feel like they not having nobody having their back. But I still work for the company. I'm not going to let the company go, because one of the benefits of working for Clipboard is the fact that you get paid daily. If you don't want to work for a company where you getting paid every 2 weeks, you can pick up a shift on Clipboard and you can get paid literally every day. Yeah, that's why I like Clipboard, because if you have a bill due or you need money quick, you can always get your money as soon as you clock out. 3 minutes later, 3 minutes. By the time you get in your car and crank the car up and turn your radio on, your money will be deposited into your account. So that's the only benefit for Clipboard. The only benefit. So yeah, I basically deleted those jobs from my account. So So once these jobs are deleted from my account, I really couldn't see the job anymore. So I just basically told them I didn't want it deleted, and I was just gonna let them stay on my account, because I don't like deleting jobs from my profile. Because if you really need to work, you have to take what you can get and just suck it up, deal with it, and get the money. And that's what we all are here for, to live and survive as best as we can. So yeah, I ended up completing that job. I canceled my Sunday and Monday shift. And then I picked up at this other place that I have worked at. I also was like the assistant director / supervisor. And I'm going back there through the agency. They do want me to come back there to work, but I told them no, because it's just so much stress when you in management. You trying to be a manager. Everything falls on you, because you really don't have a lot of working staff members for the facility. Everybody that's coming there is basically agency. I would say probably about 75% of the staff is agency, and 25% would be your floor staff by the company. Yeah. So I really just prefer that. As everyone knows, I'm starting my job soon in a couple weeks. A couple people have asked me how that's going, why I haven't been working there as a medical professional, why am I still working as a nurse? And I'm telling them, like, hey, when you are being a provider, a doctor, or something like that, mid-level, it's a lot of credentialing that takes place. And credentialing is the certification process that a facility puts you through to make sure that all your professional aligns up, far as like your graduate degree. Did you pass your exam? Did you have the actual credentials to get approved by Medicare, Medicaid? Because don't forget, you're gonna be billing people. You're billing people when they come in to see you. If you call me and say, hey, I have a sore throat, and I give you some type of advice, anything like that, I can bill you. I can bill your insurance company. So in order to bill insurance company, you got to be free from all these different type of charges, misdemeanors, felonies. I can't have those on my record. And if I would have those, because I know people that do have some type of circumstances where they have certain things on their record, they can file an appeal and still get to bill people. But it's just a lot of hassle, a lot of red tape, and you don't want to have to go through that. That's why it's very important that you don't get in any type of trouble coming up through your life. I know a lot of people, they change their life, and then when they change their life, they find themselves in situations where they can't get jobs because, well, they probably can get jobs, but they can't get the proper job they want. Like, if they want a graduate level job, they want to become a doctor, they want to become a teacher. When you have charges, certain charges like drug charges, nobody is going to want to give you a medical license, because if you have a drug charge, then why would I give you the ability to write prescriptions? And you might take it and do the wrong thing with it. So that's the legality when you're dealing with credentialing. So anyway, fast forward, my credentialing and everything went through, and then come to find out, my diploma never arrived. So let me give you a little backstory about my diploma. I went to college. Well, I went to several different colleges, but the last college I went to was in New York. And during my time in New York, I had a very, very, very hard time. I was very much struggling financially, struggling mentally. I made some very bad choices with my money, because I did take student loans out. But, you know, society puts a lot of pressure on you to do all these things. Social media puts a lot of pressure on you to do a lot of things. That's why I had got off social media for a while, because I had to revamp my life, revamp my mind. I had to come up with a plan to make me think different, make me think correctly, because I had took out student loans in college, and then I took the money and basically blew it, where I could have took the money and invested it into different properties, into different stocks, but I didn't. So during school, I chose to do other things with the money, and it left me in a bad situation when school ended. So the day after school ended, I decided to take a travel nurse assignment, and I went to another state. It was kind of around COVID, so they changed the actual graduation date 3 times. So during all the communication back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I decided that I was going to take a travel nurse assignment in the meantime, because I needed to get the big money. I needed to get money, like a lot of money, $3,000 a week. That would give me just enough money to pay past bills, save some money, find a new place, just financial freedom. So that's what I did. The place was 3 hours away from my college, and during the communication process, when you're working in a hospital or a nursing home, some type of setting, you don't have time to be on your phone all day. So I missed a couple text messages. The last text message I missed was saying that graduation was like March the 18th. So I decided that I was going to take off that day. But somehow I missed the text message saying it had been changed. So I booked myself to work. And then the day of graduation, they was texting me like, Dana, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm like, oh my God, I'm at work. They like, we at graduation. Where are you? I'm like, I'm not going to be coming to graduation. I'm at work today, and I am 3 hours away. How? Where? Who? Why? So then I decide, okay, I'm not going to be able to go. I was a little disappointed. My family was a lot disappointed. And my mother, as they say in New York, my mother, she was totally disappointed. She wanted to scream my entire name out, because that's what she do every time I graduate. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So I didn't get my diploma. I never reached out to them to get the diploma, because I was just like, whatever. Does it really matter? Until I get my office, then that's when I need my diploma. But the hospital is requiring my diploma now. And I did also get a director's award during graduation. And the director's award is specifically for individuals that show leadership to their other classmates and colleagues at the hospital. It is like the highest honor for a college to give. And I did receive that. I did get that plaque. I just got that plaque like a couple days ago. And if you check my last couple vlogs, you will see that. And if you follow me on TikTok, you will see me opening it, unboxing it. And it is so, so, so pretty, y'all. I can't wait to hang it in my office. And another thing is, I really want to stress the importance of being a leader and making good choices, and actually just encouraging people around you. Because when you do things like that, it really shows that you can step up and take on other challenges that other people can't do. And that's one of the things about being a leader. You have to be able to take the pressure. Because everybody can't take the pressure, and everybody can't lead. And people that lead, they're not going to be comfortable in settings where it's just comfortable and like everybody's doing this because everybody's doing it. So as a leader, you have to be comfortable being alone. You have to be comfortable saying no, and you have to be comfortable setting standards and boundaries, because you are a leader. And when you do that, you can show yourself improve to other people and show leadership and skills that other people don't have. And it will bring you more money. It'll bring you more confidence. It'll bring you more value. And that's what we need to be doing as professionals. We need to make sure that we have a skill set that no one else can have or no one else can do. And back to me having that job the other day where I had 17 vents, trachs, G-tube. I know that I have a skill set that no one can do. A lot of people can't do the skill set I can do. A lot of people can't walk into a hospital, take on a patient's census that's very acute, and really, really, really heal and make these people lives better throughout their shift. And I'll go so far as to say that God has blessed me with healing hands. He has blessed me with a healing spirit, and He has blessed me with a healing heart. And I just want to continue to show that in my professional life, because not only am I smart, I'm also gifted. I have been labeled gifted my entire life, and I'm thankful for that. It has taken me a long way, and it has paid me a lot of money. Yes, honey. I just want to give rich bitch energy to everybody. Yeah. So back to the hairstyle. This hairstyle, I'm trying to do like just a simple bust down the middle, slick back ponytail. I don't know why I can't get this hair part right here, but I'm trying. I think I was just pretty much tired of doing my hair at this point, because my hair, it was in those clip-ins, and I took those out. I dyed this hair. This color is called Spice Cinnamon. For those that you want to know, I got it in my local beauty store. It was like $2 a bottle, and I should have got a deep conditioner to go along with it, which I was going to do a deep conditioner at home, but I didn't have any avocado. I could have used mayonnaise and egg, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to even worry about it. I'll catch that another day. And yeah, this is the end result. This is the color. I hope y'all like the color. Comment below. Let me know if you like it. Do you see a change in this color? Like, I know it's not very dramatic, very subtle, very demure, and very classy. Everybody, please comment below. And I really want to thank you guys for following me and liking my videos and commenting. All the support is very, 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 very much humbling and grateful for. Y'all have really, really showed me a lot of support. I know I'm not your average vlogger, your average YouTuber. I'm really not trying to give y'all celebrity. I'm not trying to give y'all all this extra. I'm really just trying to give y'all me. That's all I can do, is give you me. At the end of the day, I want y'all to see me for myself. I don't want to be somebody fake. I want to give y'all real. I know this hairstyle not the best hairstyle, but this all I could do for today. I really been feeling under the weather for the last 6 days. This is actually the first day that I actually got up and I was feeling a little bit better. My nose wasn't running like it was. I didn't have a sore throat. I actually made me a good tea. I'm going to have to show y'all this tea that I make with Dmhwm and ginger and star anise. So good. I think it's really been helping me. The last 5 days, I didn't even have any tea. I just basically was laying in the bed, depending on my daughter and my husband to save me, which they really didn't save me much. They really just like, okay, all right, and then they'll try to help me. But I think my body just needed rest more so than anything. I really want to say that for the vlogs going forward, it's going to be giving a little holiday, a little Christmas, Thanksgiving, a little chill vibes. Not too much traveling, not too much of this, because I'm getting ready to start my job and I just want to stay focused on being successful. And thank y'all so much for all the love. So listen. Another subject I want to talk about is the new movie by Tyler Perry called Black and Beauty. I don't know if y'all have watched this movie or not, but just beware. This movie, not only does it say sex, violence, nudity, smoking, it should have said porn. Because this movie is very, very explicit. It is very, very dirty. So if you're thinking about watching this movie with your daughters or your sons, you might need to just warn yourself and warn your kid. Maybe if your kid like 18, I don't know. Bree, you think they should be 16 or 18?
I mean, some people start doing it at 14,
so you can watch the movie at 14.
I don't know how y'all parent y'all children, but
it depends on how your children are. Is your child ratchet?
Mature?
Ratchet. I would say ratchet. Mature, ratchet, / whatever. Just beware. There's a lot of scenes in this movie that's really going to cause a lot of questions. If your child is young, they're going to be like, Mommy, what is that hanging from the man? Or Mommy, why is everyone in the parking lot having... Yeah, it go hard, y'all. So I would give this movie 1 through 5, probably a 2. It just went too far for me.
There was a lot going on too. It was like
too much going on. Multiple storylines, 5 different storylines, 6 storylines. You have to keep up with everything. It was just a lot. So Bree, what would you give it 1 through 5? With 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Bree said she give it a 3. I give it a 2. I give it a 2 because it's like really cliche for most of his movies. But just think about his movie being cliche times 200, like on steroids. And I don't know if he wrote this, but he's a very, 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 very sick individual. His mind wanders to deep places. And if there's any counselors out here, he might need one. Yeah. And that's pretty much all I have to say, y'all. Peace out and thank you.